My name is Jesse Bridgelal. I work in the public sector um, with the government. I work in a company that's about 1,000 employees to 1,500 employees, and I've been using my NetAlly LinkRunner G2 for just over 2 years. Yeah, I'm using the LinkRunner G2. It's green. It's a LinkRunner G2. I use this product to do a host of services. Testing, I use it to test my network connections. I use it to test cables, so general troubleshooting for network um, drops, network outlets, for connectivity tests. So I can use it to test, do cable verification. I use it to do network link test to check a network drop, if it's alive, it's not alive. If it is alive, what are the services available? So this tool does that quite well. It tells me if my link is alive, and not just that, but if it's connected to a switch, I get the model information of the switch. I get if it's a PoE being delivered on the switch on the wire, if it's power over Ethernet. I get if there's a DNS server, I get the IP address. It also checks if there's internet access on that line, and it also tells me if there's a VLAN I'm using, and it gives me the VLAN number. So quite a lot of tests in a very quick time. Saves me a lot of time on and running around and troubleshooting one thing to the next. I found the feature most valuable to me with the VLAN test. Now, not much devices have a VLAN test. Normally, I will have to send a technician out to check a line, see if it's alive, and if it's working, and then I'll have to send a network technician out to go log into a switch and see which port it is on and then which VLAN that port is on. That's two persons, that's two separate visits. This device does it all in one in a matter of seconds. So that has saved me a lot of time, a lot of troubleshooting, and resources. I would rate this device's ability to conduct network testing on copper and fiber. It's an excellent testing tool, and what makes it excellent is the time it takes. It's a lot faster than a lot of other tools that I've used. It gives me a very reliable response, and it gives me the parameters of my test, length to the cable, a wire map. There's a color screen. It's very easy to read, and that makes it very easy to work with, as opposed to some of the tools I've used that just gives you a beep or two beeps. This gives me a lot more information, which makes it easy to detect exactly where my problem is and how far along a line I may have a problem. So that makes it very useful and an excellent tool to work with. Okay, so I assess LinkRunner to assist me with this. LinkRunner uses LinkLive. With LinkLive, as soon as I run a test, that test is uploaded to my account online. I don't have to save it, download it, copy it. It doesn't get lost. So I can go online and I can see all the tests that my technicians have run. I can have those tests assigned to a site, so I know from remotely what the conditions of my site are. I know how reliable my networks are. I know where improvements are needed. It stores all of my results, and those tests are online available to me whenever I need them, all the time. It gives me a rich history, and it helps me to detect trends on my networks and where I need to do extra work. So it's very helpful reporting, that historical reporting, and being able to access that report online instantly. Yes, I do use LinkRunner's AutoTest feature. It simplifies auto testing for my technicians because it's just one click. One click does it all. I hit that button and it runs a series of tests all in one go without me having to interact with it. I just get my results and I can get to the bottom of my testing. The test gives me a bunch of results, gives me very useful information. It tells me my link is alive. It tells me the speed I'm connected at. It's 100 megabits. It's 1 gigabit per second. It tells me if I'm connected to a switch, what port I'm on, what's the model of that switch. It tells me if I got an IP address. It tells me what my IP address is, and which DNS server gave me that IP address. It tells me if I have internet service on that link, and it also tells me if I'm doing PoE, if I have power over Ethernet available on that link. And it also tells me if there's a VLAN that I'm using, what's that VLAN number. So all that information, it's a very rich test set that is produced by LinkRunner. This information is very important to me in troubleshooting. So normally I'll have to run a series of different tests to try to eradicate what my problem is. So I'll have to run one test and then do another test and another test. With Link Runner, I can certify that the network connections I give to my clients has all of the services they need. It also tells me how my network is configured. It helps me to provide reliable connectivity and to also benchmark my performance, my network performance. Link runners ease of use is very impressive to me. Link Runner allows me to have my technicians run tests that are normally too complex and would normally require a network specialist. Um, because it's just one click auto test. Auto test does a lot of testing that would normally require a network specialist to log into a switch to check a VLAN based on a port. That doesn't require logging into a switch anymore. I can just do a auto test and all the information is provided. So I no longer have to send a specialist. I can have my technician run these very complex tests. It saves me on resources and time and site visits. My impression of LinkRunner's speed in providing results is that it is the fastest tool I've used. LinkRunner gives you results in seconds. LinkRunner does that reliably. It gives me reliable results every time. What would normally take me maybe an hour is done in less than a minute. And that is very important for me, and because I'm in the healthcare industry and time is very critical when I need to provide service to my healthcare professionals. An example of how this has improved how my organization runs is the technical capabilities of LinkRunner has allowed me to respond to problems a lot quicker. My resolution time has reduced by 80% in some cases, and I'll tell you why. So normally I'll have to have a technician go out, and that technician will be a help desk. They'll go to help desk and report it and say, "There's a problem here. I need a network specialist." I'll have to go get a network specialist if he's available, send him out to the site, run a series of tests, log into a switch, get to the switch room, and then do another test to find out what's VLAN, if there's internet access. Now I can have that technician who reported the problem just use Link Runner to run one auto test, and that auto test tells my technician exactly what services are available and not available. If I need to do a fix, I have all the information I need to do that fix. And that could be done remotely because that technician could tell me what VLAN he's on, which switch he's connected to, and which port he's connected to, without ever having to visit the switch room or comms room. So, in a nutshell, it has allowed me to reduce uh, my my tickets time by 80%. Link runners online saving of results is very important to me. It allows me to run tests. I can run tests at a series of locations simultaneously. I no longer have to rely on tests being saved by my technicians. Sometimes test results are lost inadvertently, and then I have to go and revisit a site and retest. Being able, being able to now go online and get those results in real time and have them saved and compiled by link runners, link live service has been very valuable to me in building out my documentation for my sites, also in building out my documentation on trends, on what has been my network performance. I can now look at my network performance and determine where I need to have improvements made. I can now save on my budgets. I can now assign resources as I need to, because Link Runner gives me the ability to look at historical reports and have them all together in one space in real time. Yes, the automatic link uploading of test results does save me time. Normally, I'll have to wait until a test is done. Sometimes the test is done on multiple floors on a building, and I'll have to wait till that all those tests are done, and then for my technician to get to a computer, then connect the device, and then upload those test results to me. That could take hours. Now, with Link Runner live and connected wirelessly, I can have those tests uploaded as soon as they are run. It means I can have the information I need almost immediately. I can now respond a lot quicker. So that is very valuable to me. Yes, this solution has made my network staff a lot more producive. My network staff spend less time troubleshooting little issues that could be fixed by a technician. My network staff have to work with less tools to fix a problem because this link runner does everything I need to do in one kit. I no longer have to move up and down from a network drop up to a switch room and connect and then go back down. I no longer have to work with all these bunch of cables. I just plug my link runner in, I get the information I need. It's uploaded to Link Live. I can view it. My other technicians can view it. We can collaborate on results. We can collaborate on ideas to fix a problem because that information is uploaded immediately and available to the entire team and live. So it does save a lot of time. It has improved my team's performance. They are very happy with it. In fact, I'm ordering more devices now because it saves a lot of time for my team to have to go back and forth. My site visits have decreased. I have less truck rolls. One of the things I'd like to see in future versions of Link Runner, I would like to see that wireless dongle probably embedded into the product so that I don't need to have that wireless dongle. It could be made into that. In future state, I'd probably also love to see a GPS module built into it, so I can have my results and my sites linked via a GPS location, so I can know exactly where my guys are deployed, and link my test results now to my GPS mappings. That'll be a great tool for me. Initial setup was very straightforward. My guys had this tool up and running in a matter of minutes, and there wasn't any challenges. I didn't have to call tech support, and it was very easy to get going. I had this up and running in about an hour. Nope, my guys did it all in-house. I got this device from my supplier, unboxed it, plugged it in, checked my updates, make sure I'm running the latest firmware, and created my account on Link Live, and I'm up and running less than an hour time. I have about 7 users using this solution. and they range from technicians because they are now able to use this. It's so simple to use. I have network specialists, I have a senior network specialist, and I have a network engineer. Yeah, we did contact NetAlly technical support because we wanted to get to get better understanding of the Wi-Fi dongle and how it works. Because we didn't get it the first time, we didn't buy it the first time, but we read about it afterwards and we realized, let's add some value to it, add to the capabilities. So we contacted those guys to get an idea of how it works. They gave us a very good overview of how it works, and we went ahead and purchased it. I will rate NetAlly's technical support at a 10. I will give advice on pricing. It is good value for money. The device itself is competitively priced compared to other solutions. It gives you a lot of functionality, saves you a lot of time and resources. So I see it as a good buy and good value for the money I spent for it. It's reasonably priced, opposed in my market. I will rate this product as a 9.